Oh boy, EU5 is finally out. Let's start a new game. No, not with a recommended country, because we are no weak plebs, right? We want to turn a small German prince into an empire. After examining the HRE and looking for hours for a suitable candidate to form our great nation, we start with Brandenburg anyway. Oh, this will be great. I can't wait. Huh, this must be the unique flavor that Tinto talks were about. Wait, what is this? But fear no more, my fellow emperors. I found the perfect German prince for you to play, and his name is Meissen. Today I will show you how you turn this small country to this regional powerhouse in the HRE. It took us 2 ages or exactly 100 years to make this happen, and we even reached number 1 in the power ranking with the plus 250 points from being the emperor. But before we start, I wanted to tell you that most of the footage is from my live stream. If you want to see click by click what happened exactly, the links for the VODs are in the description, as well as the Twitch link for you to follow me if you want to join up on my live streams. When you like the video at the end, consider a like, subscribe here on YouTube. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. And with this out of the way, let's go and look at our country. So let's look at our little country here. We are, like I said, in the HRE, bordering Bohemia. He wants land from us from the beginning pretty much, so you have to care that he doesn't go crazy. You want to improve relations with him and don't give him any reasons to attack you. Meissen itself actually has some unique flavor to it. We have 24 historical events for Meissen and 13 country bonuses. Let's look at the country bonuses first. Beginning in the first age, we get 10% crown power, really strong. In 001 monthly development, again, really strong. You get it from the beginning. It takes all the game. It's valuable until the last age. Crazy modifier. It's pretty rare. Income from minting plus 10% in the second age. This helps you to balance out your economy a little bit. A good modifier. Minus 0.05 monthly war exhaustion. This is fine, not crazy. Efficiency of our cabinet plus 10%. Tolerance of heretical beliefs. Monthly literacy. So what you are looking for in this modifier is actually max literacy, but monthly literacy is not bad to have. Army morale plus 10%, so our troops fight better. Porcelain output. I'm not that far in the game, but I think you can actually trade this good around Europe pretty well. Get some income from it. We get 20% cultural tradition, minus 10% building cost at the end of the game, so it's not the most valuable of advances here, but it's nice to have. Sex industrialization, production efficiency, which is crazy, but again in the 6th age. Swinger, our unique building that we can build in the capital. I think in my run I actually deleted it because of the nobles power in our capital itself, but the bonuses are not bad, so you might think about this twice. Saxon has 1 unique advancement in the 3rd age, with is monthly prosperity 0.1. Crazy, and migration speed. German has 7 unique advances slash reforms or privileges. The first one is the Fortress Church. Not too important for us, it's more for the bishoprics. This one is actually really good. It's silver output. We have a silver mine, so when you get this, boost your economy a lot. Landsknechte, which is our unique military unit. I couldn't test it for now, and the most fights will be against other Landsknechte, so I'm looking forward to test them actually outside of Europe and see how good they are doing versus, let's say, the Poles or the French or something like that. Joint ruling, government reform. This one is bait. I think the 0.2 decentralization and stability decay increase is not worth it to have member cost down. You shouldn't take it. Culm Law, yeah, I don't like it, but if you want to play it, it's okay. No, I think it's actually trash. You shouldn't play it, because burger tax is important, and the rural migration, you actually want to migrate into your urban areas and not into rural areas, right? Right to inherit, stability, investment costs, progress to aristocracy. This seems like a bait as well, because the monthly progress to aristocracy, it's actually you want to balance it out to plutocracy more, and you start with a lot of aristocracy at the beginning. I wouldn't take it. And request of free status, this is the unique interaction with the emperor to be a free imperial city when you are one province minor, right? And other than that, we are monarchy, we are Christian and Catholic. Okay, we loaded into the game. Let's go step by step what you want to do at the beginning. That's how you start as well. You have one heir which can have better education. I always go for the one he has the least, so I balance him out a little bit. In this case, diplomatic. Rivals, you shouldn't rival Bohemia. Just go for the other small ones. Here, maybe Lusatia, he's a vassal anyway. There is a law we can codify. I go with regulated export here. The silver output is okay as well, but I like to balance my stuff more with minting. When you have higher level on the silver mines, you can change the law. For research, my standard start here is to go for the step. You go down the route of organized religion, universal Christianity, orthodoxy, and devotion to the Virgin Mary. Another one who has education. This one can stay actually balanced. We can't afford the expensive education, so we go with Diplo as well. One possible reform here. We go with autocracy at the beginning for the crown power. Possible cabinet actions. So actually in my game I started with legitimacy and stability. What you actually want to do is to go for stability. This one is right. But legitimacy is high with Meissen at the beginning, and you should start to assimilate pops. Doesn't matter where. Diplomatic actions, you go for improved relation with Bohemia for sure. And maybe with Poland. With bigger guys. And let's take Magdeburg. We start with an alliance with Hesse. This one is not bad, but you want more. Let's see who would accept here. Lüneburg is a good target actually. The Palatinate is a good target. And later when you are stronger, you want to get Poland on your side, Hungary or Austria. We actually delete our first port here in Dresden. We don't need it. We have one more in Freiberg. It should be enough. We go to the economy stash shop. Go down with the fort maintenance. I want to give some money to step. Go up with the taxes where you can. Go up with the minting. And balance it out so you are not in the minus at the beginning. This looks fine. With the first money you have, you want to build your first RGO. It's either food. I always start with food because I like it more. It's more stable from in my experience. But you could go for Freiberg as well with the silver mine. It's more income, that's for sure. We don't do anything with the estates. I don't like to give privileges at the beginning. Just check for your other runs, not for Meissen itself, but for your other runs that you have the building roads right activated. It's the best one at the beginning. They start to build roads for you and you get the ticket towards centralization. And the last thing we do is to automate our trade, because as you can see, we are on the border of 3 markets and they will battle each other out here on our territory. And you can't keep up with this. It's just crazy. It changes every month, every day, how your income looks. So let it automate, and I think he does the best job at it. So there are a few more things that are very important to keep in mind with Meissen. The one thing is your silver mine. So the first money will go into the RGO of silver. It just boosts your income enormously. The other one is that your capital is actually not a town. So you want to boost it to a town as soon as possible because it has the most control. You want to have your industry in there. It makes the most money. And the other thing that I mentioned is the free markets. So they will cross the borders around your territory. That's why you want to make your own market. The way I did it was I got the town in Meissen and created the market afterwards. So I had my market in my capital. And the last thing you need to keep in mind is the Meissener Thuringian Union. You start with this. So it's important that you have a greater power score than him, else he will vote you out on the senior partnership and gets the seniority, and it gets really weird. It's easier from the beginning to keep pushing prestige. As soon as you have 25 prestige, you want to get the ducal rights from the emperor. In our case, it's Upper Bavaria. I think it's always Upper Bavaria at the beginning. So you get the modifier for the great power points and are stronger than him right in the ranking. That's why in the first wars, every time you win a war, you want to get the humiliate. Okay, now you unpause the game. You will get the event after a few months, the acquisition of Landsberg. It's a unique event to Meissen itself. The two options are to lose around 20 ducats and get 8 cores, or to lose 10 estate satisfaction with nobility. What should we take? Of course, you take the core option. I didn't see a game where Landsberg survived the first few years, so I think the event triggers every time. Shouldn't it fire in the, like, let's say, first 5 years? You should save scum it, actually, because it's just too good of a start. If you are playing Iron Man, just restart the game. It doesn't matter, right? It's like 5 minutes of game that you are missing. We won't no CB anyone in the first years. We wait for the parliament to come and give us a casus belli. You have enough people you can attack here. They are all one province or 2 location miners, right? You always will have room to expand at the beginning. Just save the step for it and yeah, wait for your first parliament to do it. It's time for our first war here. You want to check out the 1 province miners around you, which has the weakest alliance. In my case, it was Merseburg. I even could co-belligerent Glachau, and yeah, it was an easy war. Most of them don't even have castles. It should be a freebie. I was a bit unlucky on this one because only one of the allies joined, and I really wanted the prestige to get our ducal right. But yeah, whatever. As you can see, no castles, just go at them. After the war is done, you want to piece out them separately to get 3 times the money. You can't humiliate them because when they cease to exist, it's not a valid target to get. We won't release them as vassals. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to release 3 1 province vassals around your kingdom. Just integrate it and you are fine. It will strengthen your power base much sooner than integrating vessels and juggling with the diplomatic capacity and so on. The first focus, we took the diplomatic ideas. I think the administrative focus is actually better for the end game when you want to scale your nation from the beginning as strong as possible. But I wanted the diplomatic focus to get stronger at the beginning. It has more stuff that is useful in the HRE, especially. You get the diplomatic reputation, which is important to get allies and so on. And you get the martial lords, so when you expand outside of the HRE and you have vessels that you don't want to integrate, you can actually keep them out of the power base of the subjects. And I didn't take military focus into consideration because I think it's not that great. And from this point, it's rinse and repeat on the smaller guys around you. You wait for the parliament casus belli. You look at who is the weakest in your area. You try to co-belligerent those guys that are weak as well, so you have more war enemies to get more prestige. You integrate the provinces that are Saxon and standing alone, and vassalize the guys where you wouldn't have control over, or another culture than yours, which is Saxon, because your culture cap at the beginning is really low and you want to keep being as Saxon as possible. From this war, we got 2 new vessels and humiliated everyone we could and juggled the provinces a little. So we get bigger vessels. It's better than just having like 10 small ones. One more thing I did here is to save my money already, and in the year 45 I built my first town in our capital to be ready to get the market as well. And speaking of which, we got banked more money here and got our very own market 2 years later. So now our market doesn't go torn apart by the 3 big ones. And tada, our income skyrocketed here. Every money you will get now and bank, you build RGOs and buildings that make you more money. Don't forget to have a healthy balance with food buildings, so you don't starve or use too much money on buying food. And when you overproduce food, it's actually not bad because you get more income as well. The Black Death arrived, and don't be like me, you can see I forgot to segregate the infected. But yeah, that was my mistake. I think this is the best button to press in the Black Death situation. I don't use the others very much. Sometimes I exile my court, but other than that, you are fine with segregate the infected. Around this time, you will get a unique event from Brandenburg. He will ask you to buy his vessel Lusatia for 100 ducats. It doesn't make much sense, in my opinion. You have to go to war anyway. Just save the 100 ducats and you are fine. After 15 years or so, I was confident enough to start building some roads. The Burger Estate won't build every road you have in your empire, so you have to build some yourself. You can wait for the parliament decision where you have roads cheaper. In my case, I didn't have it, so I started to build them like this. It was fine as well. The 20% is nice, but nothing you need to have. After some time, you will get another unique event, the Thuringian Counts War, which basically is claiming the throne of Saxe-Wittenberg. Be sure to check what his allies are before you go blind into the war. But other than that, mostly it should be a free war as well. So this is how it looks after the war. You should, in your campaign, look something like this as well. Taking out the smaller guys, having the 2 unions up. It's important to note that you have a great power score here, because this guy will rival your place, but we somehow managed to have a greater score than him all the time. We have 3 subjects here. Keep in mind to juggle them a little bit around between vassals and fiefdoms, so they don't get the country strength in one pool. You have 1 country strength pool of vassals and 1 country strength pool of fiefdoms. Our income at that time is amazing. As you can see, we can build a building every 2 months or so. Just keep pushing, keep boosting our economy. This is how the culture looks. We converted everything in our core area. There's more to get in the west. Keep in mind to enforce culture on your vassals from time to time. Don't do it on all of your subjects though, because they can get really mad at you. Do it on one, wait until he cools down and is not hostile anymore, and then you can enforce culture on the second one, and they will assimilate pops for you in the new expanded regions. And there is one more note to the union. Don't forget to keep pushing the agendas, the union policies here, because this will make them weaker and yourself stronger as long as you are the senior partner. By this point, you should have a stronger alliance at the beginning as well. We managed to get Poland and Austria on our side. They won't join in many wars on your side when you are attacking, so don't count on that. But they are important, so Bohemia doesn't attack you. He will see you as a greater threat. Okay, 14 years later, we took the most of the eastern part of the Saxon culture here as subjects, as you can see. Some subjects by force. Sometimes I took the provinces and released them again, because the control in this area is getting really bad. Other than that, it's important to mention that you won't take the casus belli every parliament you get. When you have laws you want to change to get in the direction of the values you want, you should do it. Sometimes the antagonism has to go down around the HRE for you. Sometimes the neighbors have too strong alliances to declare war now. And sometimes it's worth to just change the law, right? Because it's the most powerful thing to do right now. And there is actually one parliament issue, the urbanization one, where you get a free town. You should consider it when it's in a good location. It's a free town. It's over 300 ducats. Sometimes it's more worth than waging war on one province minor at this time. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. When it comes to our diplomacy, you see I'm improving with my subjects as well as all other HRE members, so the antagonism goes down faster, so we can take provinces, more provinces, and make wars more frequently. And keep in mind that you want to build some marketplaces to get some trade cap, because it will give you a lot of income as well. Without them, I would get 7.5 ducats less. And you really should start to build your infrastructure, like bridges, roads, and you should build temples in every city you have. So the next years were pretty standard. We deleted some inefficient buildings, built new ones that made us money. We deleted some castles we don't need it anymore. And we started to push our values a little bit, or at least to prepare them. And we prepared, of course, everything that we can revoke some privileges from the noble estate, which is a pretty big part of the game, because at the beginning it's nearly impossible. You need some help to lower the cost of it, to get your chrome power up, to make them weaker, and maybe even get communalism, for example, to help you out. So the next years I was chilling, fighting my rebellions, building my buildings, and boom, suddenly Hussite heresy, the Hussite wars. So it's important that you check out what the alliances from Bohemia are and the alliances from the Pope. This might be your chance to kill Bohemia in an instant here, or at least weaken him. But in our case, Bohemia was simply too big already, and I didn't want to risk it to get all the prosperity down. Basically all his vassals and allies were around us, so they would rush us, but the fight would have been kinda fair. Like I said, we decided against it. Here are the alliances, how they fight. I would have lost Poland. I wasn't comfortable with it, but in chaos there are always chances. Chaos is a ladder, like I think Littlefinger from GOT said. And in this time where the heresy happens and he has this big war, you can actually try to become emperor. In best case, he even wins when you are not participating and he stays heretic. So start to improve with the electors, start to ally them, and they will vote you next for emperor. I did it by mistake, I have to admit, but it doesn't mean that you can't learn from my experience. The reason why they are not voting for him is because he is in war with most of them, or like I said, he stays heretic and he gets a debuff on the vote mechanic, and it's much easier after the Hussite heresy to get emperor than before. And bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, we got the imperial crown in the year 1409, after we were finished with backstabbing some of the other guys that were fighting the big boss. I'm sorry for that. And yeah, that's where we got rank power 2, I think. And as the good emperor that I was, of course I started to demand unlawful territory left and right, everywhere where I could. Mainly on Bohemia, of course, because I wanted to make him weaker. And I saw briefly, I think yeah, it was a Reddit post that getting the land as your own is actually a bug in the HRE, but I'm not sure about that. I don't know. It seems to me, I didn't double check it. I have to say I didn't double check it, but it seems to me that if you have unlawful territory that can't be given away to an existing member or creating a history one, you get it yourself or something like that among those lines. But it's really weird. It could be a bug, but the AI is using it as well right now, and Bohemia blocked a lot in this game just through this mechanic. Fact is that we used it before I even read that it could be a bug. So for this one I will keep it this way, and the next time I play in the HRE and could become emperor, I will actually double check it and don't use it if it's a bug. For the third government reform, we got Royal Decree. In my opinion, it's the best one in the second age. You get 10% crown power, which is insane. You get plus 2.5% estate satisfaction decay, which is good as well. And you get 0.1 monthly progress decentralization, which is one of the best, if not the best value right now. And after 100 years, the Age of Discovery finally arrived to us. We took the admin focus, just for your information. I think it had the best modifiers fitting to our playstyle here. The last 20 years we were busy getting the elector wars all the time, so a lot of diplomatic play here. I was getting alliances with them and improving relations. I even got a cabinet member on improving diplomatic reputation, so we could boost relations even further. As you can see, we did some small wars as well. I think it was like 2 in the north, and we got Liege as a vassal from the demand unlawful territory, as well Gummersbach and Berleburg as one province subjects. Let's look at our power rank is 1. So our next focus is to revoke some privileges in the nobility to get even more crown power. We reached 44 crown power in 100 years. We adjusted some laws as well. Our values finally going towards centralization here. Aristocracy still strong even after I got rid of one privilege, but yeah, we getting there slowly. It's 0.25 right now. Let's hope we can even decrease it more. Our income is pretty good, 188. Let's see how it looks when we compare to other nations in the world. We are like top 10 right now. For a nation that is not coastal, this is pretty good. Our buildings, as you can see, we built 77 marketplaces overall. So yeah, I was pumping them a lot. We got a lot of scriptoriums. Books are always a resource you will need. Some paper makers, spinner skills, tailor skills, everything that made us money, right? For utility, we got libraries and universities, as well as temples, bridges for infrastructure, and we got, of course, all our roads down, or nearly all roads down. Our fruit production is looking solid as well. We shouldn't buy too much in winters with this production. Society got really good. We are nearly at 100% primary culture here. As you can see on the map, my vessels are already assimilating new territory for me. Religion is stable as well. I mean, it will change in the next 50 years when the Protestant and Calvinist movements will start, right? And here you have a quick overview how our workers are lined up in the different cadres. Diplomacy, like I said, was straightforward. We changed from getting real powerful allies, which we actually still have, Hungary on our side as well. So our diplomacy focus changed a little bit. We still have the strong allies as we had, but we got all the other allies in the HRE that are electors. Nearly all. I want to conquer Brandenburg, so it has no sense to get him, and we have enough votes, so we don't need him. Militarily speaking, we are the strongest one around here, except of Bohemia, of course. We have nearly 12,000 levies right now, 550 regulars. We could bump this up a little, but for now I see no need to waste that money. We are in no big wars right now. The research is looking okay. The literacy is not too high. In some regions we got a good number of 25, like here in our main city, in our capital. In some cities it's around 20. Yeah, and the rural area is around 10. This is like my next goal, to get the average literacy up so we can research faster. But right now it's no big deal because we could skip a lot of the techs. We don't have anything that is navy related, right? So we don't need new boat designs. We didn't need naval range, colonial range, because we are not going for colonial. We don't need the expedition stuff, right? And so on. And what I did to skip as well, I don't know if I can find it, was everything related to spies. Like here, support rebels, infiltrate administration. I don't play with that. So yeah, that's kinda it. If you want to see what happens next to our Meissen campaign, leave a subscribe on YouTube. If you want to see it live, go over on my Twitch link. It will be in the description. Follow me there. I'm live from time to time. I can't tell. I don't have like a schedule right now, but with more viewers I will make one, that's for sure. And yeah, if you want click for click what happened in this video here, I have actually like 9 hours of VOD where I piloted this nation through these 100 years. If you are interested in that, it will be in this description as well. Okay guys, stay tuned. I hope you liked it and have a nice day.